Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, happy Saturday. Let's talk about meme coins, at least a little bit. Shiba Inu, and Pepecoin both are pumping for different reasons. So let's talk about what's going on with everyone's favorite meme coins. And also, let me give you a Bitcoin update. Also, in case you're wondering, SBF is in jail now, so let's talk about that as well. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing splendid today. Bitcoin still kind of not doing a whole lot, 29.4, still waiting for that next leg up, that explosion. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on Friday. The SEC, as predicted, I told you guys, I think they're just going to delay it until the very last minute. So it came as no surprise when this came out. SEC delays decision on ARK's Bitcoin spot ETF, right? So this is not a denial. It's simply a delay. And they usually do this, and then they give an excuse like, oh, we're looking for investor comments. I mean, investors are going to say yes. You don't need comments. You need an approval, okay? We're waiting for that approval. Unfortunately, it didn't happen on Friday. The next one is November. And then the one after that final decision is in January. So we'll see. Maybe in November we get the approval, but I think they're going to delay it all the way until January, which is fine. Because that's right before the halving event. So I mean, we're going to get it sooner or later. Okay, it's going to be marvelous when it comes. I did see this. Okay, this is not outside of Bitcoin news, but I think a lot of people are very happy to see this. Because of witness tampering, because SBF used, contacted media, and also he used a VPN and did other things too, or whatever. So a judge basically had enough. Federal prosecutors went to a judge and say, hey, you need to remove his bail. He's been doing some things behind the scenes. Who knows what else he has been trying? And the judge agrees. So now he will not be sitting at home awaiting his trial in October. He's actually going to jail now. So for the next 2 months, he will be in jail. He won't be sitting at home in his parents' basement. He will be sitting in jail awaiting trial. So it's going to get really, really bad for this guy. Okay, I don't know which jail he's going to, but wherever it may be, probably not as friendly as his own parents' basement, right? So that also happened, okay? And we'll see what happens come October. Now, outside of those news, what else is going on? Well, let's just jump right into like some memes. I know you guys love memes. Everyone loves memes. What's going on? I don't know. All of a sudden, all these meme coins are starting to head up. There's enthusiasm. There's FOMO once again. Of course, the favorite is Shib. And then you got Pepe. You got a few others, okay? But I'm just going to concentrate on two. Shib is still going up. In fact, I didn't even know this. Shib has futures contracts. We know Bitcoin and Ethereum has futures contracts. I didn't know Shib had futures, but open interest is over 100 million. First time since February. A lot of people are very, very, very excited about Shib. The reason? Well, next week Shiba Inu is coming to life. Mainnet will be turned on. It will be the very first L2 for Shib, but really, I think the very first L2 for any meme coin. Shib is really trying to go in a different direction, trying to make themselves into a legit project, not just a meme coin. So after Shiba Inu is out, I've been told there's thousands of projects waiting to come onto chain, right? They will have a new swap. Shib's Sheep Swap 2 or something. They're still coming out with their metaverse game. They're just doing a whole lot. So a lot of people are getting excited about Shib once again. You have inflow spike of 1,200%, right? So we will see what happens next week if there's anything else that gets announced. But this is why Shib actually has been doing very well for the last week or so. In fact, longer than a week. It's up about 45% in the last month, 62% in the last 60 days, and up about 7% today alone. That's not too bad, and is closing in at number 10. I don't remember the last time Shib was actually in the number 10. Or has it ever been this high on market cap, on CMC? I don't know. Actually, that's quite interesting. I think I have to go back. Even during its peak, I don't think Shib has ever been in top 10 of CMC. So that's quite amazing if you think about it. Now, there's a big jump between 10 and 9 between Tron and Solana, but that's pretty amazing if it makes it to top 10 for the first time in its history. Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they have been in the top 10 before. But you know what? We'll see what happens. And, of course, the other token, Bone, will be used for gas fees, which not a whole lot of people pay attention to, but still. All right. Now, the other one that, of course, the recent one that ballooned up to $1 billion, now it's around 500 million, right, is Pepe. Somehow Pepe is gaining steam again. I don't know what's going on with Pepe, other than there's just a lot of buying right now. Pepe has swung wildly over the last few months. There's no like, L2 coming out as far as I know. They're not coming out their own swap or anything like that. They're staying pure meme at this point. But people are trying to chart it. People have asked me before to go chart Pepe. I'm like, there's no point of charting a meme coin. You just don't know where it's going to go. But what you can do is follow the money. 1.3 trillion Pepe accumulated by this whale in 3 days. Is it insider trading? Or maybe this whale is the one that's been pumping it. If you think about it, it added up to about 1.61 million, right? So that's the reason why you don't want to really chart meme coins, because, who knows if a whale just comes in and buys over 1 trillion coins, right? So I don't know what's going on with Pepe right now, but I do know that if you scroll down, they are up 9% today, 46% in the last 60 days, down about 12%, 13% from the last 30 days, but they could be making a comeback. Once they got up to $1 billion in market cap, I remember they fell down to about 300 million, then up to like 700 million, down to 400 million. Now it's up. I mean, it swings wildly between months. Who knows where it's going to go next, right? So right now, meme coins are doing pretty good. Doge, on the other hand, it's okay, but Doge has kind of become a blue chip, so to speak. Like, it really doesn't really move with the other memes, and everyone's still waiting for Elon to integrate Doge into X, come out with the X wallet, and do something else with Doge. But right now, Doge is like a blue chip, just sitting there, not really moving. I mean, 25% in the last 60 days isn't bad. 15%, this somehow just updated to 18% after it heard me badmouth it. 18% for the last 30 days, I guess, isn't bad if you compare it to some of these other projects, right? But the market cap is just so much bigger. So that's why it's not going to be moving as much. Although Shib is getting pretty close. Shib, I've said this before, I think Shib can pass up Doge. I really do think, because Shib has a lot of utility. I've always said I like Shib better than Doge, because Doge also has, it's like Pepe. There's like nothing to look forward to other than Elon's support, right? So we'll see. We'll see how this week goes for these memes. Now, moving back to something serious, and that's, of course, Bitcoin, right? I mean, besides spot Bitcoin ETF, there's a lot going for it, but, just take a look. Just take a look at this. you know, the asset managers that are trying to get involved, or the fund managers trying to get involved with Bitcoin right now, totaling up to 15.2 trillion in assets held under management. I mean, these are some of the biggest companies on the planet that are trying to get involved with Bitcoin. Just think about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why, you know, Michael Saylor, that's why, you know, you could say maybe he's ahead of the game, because as an institution, he definitely got in first before everyone else. And the Bitcoin strategy has worked for MicroStrategy's stock and, of course, Bitcoin holdings versus everything else. MicroStrategy has 152,800 Bitcoins, far more than any other institution out there or any other public trade company. So Bitcoin strategy is working, and with these guys coming in, bringing in their trillions, it's going to work a lot more. It's going to be crazy, right? Short term, I know Bitcoin is boring. You know, you still have a lot of charts, a lot of signals and metrics that show that, yeah, we're doing just fine, right? Here's one we have broken out of the bullish falling wedge, right? Here's one that's showing that we're about to break the 100 moving average on the weekly scale, which is very, very bullish. We're about to break it. Last two times this has happened, Bitcoin went up 1,000% and 5,000%, or we're going to go up equal, somewhere in between, maybe a little bit lower, you know, who knows, right? But Bitcoin is on track, and it will find its next leg up. And as we get closer and closer to having an event, greater things are going to happen. But short term, you know what? There's a lot to look forward to. If we're going to mimic the recovery from 2018, 2019, then we got a couple targets, 37,000, 47,000, and the final target is 70,000. That brings us back to previous highs. And then afterwards, after the halving, that's when things get really, really crazy, right? Who knows where Bitcoin will be then. So Bitcoin, still looking good, holding steady, very low volatility, but once it moves, watch out. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll up. Let's see. I'll leave this up. Someone asked, did FTX get its all money back? I don't know. Last time it was reported, it got most of it back. So I don't actually know if they found any more money and if they're actually going to reopen again, because there's talks about them reopening FTX. Let's see. It was number 10 in during peak. Shib was 10 in peak. It went up to 7, someone said. Wow. Pretty amazing. They are resetting Hawaii. Man, I don't know what's going on with Hawaii. I really feel bad for everyone that's like, you know, especially like Hawaii. You're on an island. There's nowhere to go, right? I really feel bad for everyone that has suffered through that and got everything wrecked. I don't know what's going on. It just seems like there's a lot more natural disasters these days, right? A lot more drought and heat, and ocean temperatures are rising up to like unseen levels. Now you got forest fires that's happening everywhere. You know, it's just like you got a lot of weird weather phenomenon that's happening. Tony is asking Astar and Akala. I don't have any views on either one. Akala's out of. I'm not that familiar with S-Star, but Akala's like a kind of like a. As far as I know, they're like a cloud computing platform, a L1 out of Cosmos, but you know, has never been. I've never been that bullish on them. Do I still like Omi? I would say neutral. I've never been, to be honest, I've never been a fan of their VV app early on because it was like locked, right? You couldn't do anything with the NFTs. They're held there, and then you couldn't cash out either. I know they kind of fixed some of those things, but you know, another thing too is a lot of the partnerships they formed. It seems like the NFTs that they can release are like more cartoonish, like not like the real graphics kind or photorealistic kind, which is kind of strange. I don't know how they phrase the licensing and stuff. So I don't know. I think they still have a good chance of recovering back to their previous highs. NFT just right now, the market is rocked, right? When during the next bull run, when NFTs comes back, they'll probably be strong once again, right? But I've never been a big NFT guy. When I sell crypto on Robinhood to buy another crypto, is that a taxable event? Yes. Any trade is a taxable event. Sell or trade, cash out, whatever. Anything counts as a taxable event. This up here. Malcolm, are you from Hawaii? We had a very bad storm due to a hurricane, which triggered a fire. We have over 200 dead from the fire. That's very sad to hear. I hear many, many, many people, including someone I'm close with from a project. He's from Hawaii, from Maui. He has no internet and no power. I don't know what he's going to do. Hopefully he can figure out a way. I don't know what the situation is with food and water and shelter for everyone that lost their homes. I don't know what's going on in Hawaii. I have not kept up with it, but it does not sound like a good situation at all. Kelly, do you think SBS mom will bring him home cooked meals and possibly slip a file in there? I don't think. The last thing he wants to do is try to escape. I mean, he's probably facing, once he gets sentenced, he's facing consecutive life sentences. So he probably doesn't want to add to that. Wall Street Journal article today about possible future debt crisis. Yeah, I think that's still on the table. I mean, the U.S. prints 2 trillion roughly every year now. Our debt, just from our interest debt of this year, is going to be over $1 trillion. That's just debt interest. That doesn't count how much we actually have to give out, how much we spend as a country. There's just not enough. So I think on average right now we're printing 2 trillion a year, right? I mean, the debt, the national, you know, debt clock or whatever shows that we're like at like 30, 32, 33 trillion. It's just unsustainable, right? It's not a good way to run finances. It's not a way to we just don't balance anything. It's like we just have an infinite money printer, and now the government has gotten used to just printing whatever they want unlimitedly, and it's not going to end well, right? It's not going to end well. This is the reason why so many have turned to Bitcoin recently. Over the last few years, people have started realizing, well, if the government could just print unlimited amount of money, it can't be good, right? So that's why a lot more people are learning about Bitcoin. And I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of financial companies and banks are also getting involved, not just from making money, but, they kind of know this too. Have I seen Joe Rogan expose the danger of CBDC? I mean, I showcased it the other day, but I've been saying the same thing for a while. CBDCs cannot be good. They cannot. Most people won't understand the dangers. They'll think, well, it's no different than now, but no, it's going to be very different. With CBDCs, government can track everything, okay? Right now with physical money, you could tuck it away. You could have it in your wallet. You could give it to someone. No one knows. Okay? No one knows, and no one could track that. With CBDCs, everything, every single penny, dollar, no matter where it is, they know exactly where it is, and they could take it away from you at any time. They could take it away. They could confiscate it. They could block it. And again, they know where every single digital penny is. And of course, who knows what else they're going to do with that data. Probably not good things. Tyler, I'm always glad you're here. Pretty good for memes today. Green Thanos. Who you got in a fight? Elon or Mark? Yeah, they're going to fight in the Coliseum. I really want to. I'm rooting for Elon. I really want him to win. But based on what everyone said so far, like Mark having definitely the age factor and more importantly, he's been fighting for much longer. He's been training much longer. I think that those things will give him an edge. But if Elon takes this fight very seriously, he's training hard every single day. The size factor can't be ignored. Elon is so much bigger than Mark, so much bigger. They're different weight. We're talking about a heavyweight versus a featherweight. You're talking about someone 230 pounds versus 155 pounds, right? So I wouldn't discount Elon. I want him to win. I think most people want him to win. I don't think anyone wants Mark to win. There's not one person on earth besides Mark's wife that probably wants Mark to win. Everyone on earth wants Elon to win, but we'll see. We'll see. Can I do a party in London? I have not been out to London in my life, but if I ever attend some kind of blockchain conference, that'd be a good time to do a party, a VIP party. No, I cannot be your best man at your wedding. That would be awkward. Is it possible that 30,000 will be the bottom of the next bear cycle? It could. Actually, if you look at the drawdowns, there could be a possibility that like 40 or 45 is the bottom of the next bear cycle. It depends on how high Bitcoin goes. If Bitcoin gets above like 200, 250,000, yeah, I think more likely if you look at the drawdowns, it'll probably be like 45,000 for the bottom of the next cycle. The thing is, if they truly fight, their lawyers better have like the most well thought out, like, I don't know, contract. Like, I don't know. Okay, think about how bad this situation is. Both of them run very large, billion companies, right? If they fight, somehow Elon accidentally breaks Mark's, neck, or just punches him and, he falls over and goes into a coma, right? Like, how are they going to protect each other from those kind of damages, right? You would essentially cripple the other person's company, which affects thousands of employees and millions of people, right? Like, I don't know how they're going to get over that. That's, whatever contract that they're signing, and whatever insurance that they have to take out will be astronomical. It's probably insurance, right? It's the same thing. If Mark really hurts Elon in some capacity, or maybe just one of them has a heart attack during the fight or something, think about the devastation it would do. If something happened to Elon, Tesla would be ruined. SpaceX would be ruined. X probably would not be ruined, but still, like I don't know what they're going to do, unless it's really be like, it's gonna be really light fighting. But if they're like really getting into it, I don't know how they're gonna prepare for that. That's crazy if you think about it. Servando, appreciate it. Aldo, one day. Wrote, they will fight. They already said it. They said this is on. This is now a battle of their manlyhood. This is not because they need to fight or they need the money, but the two hate each other. And now it's like, it's a battle of egos, battle of their manhood, their man card. I think they will fight. I think they will actually really fight hard, not just like a show. But I just don't know how they're going to prepare. Like, if someone gets injured badly, like, how are they going to cover that? I don't know. How do we protect on and off ramp access? Scotty, just get a lot of them. That's how you protect it. You can't really do anything. Try to get more than one. So in case one goes down, you could get another, right? That's really the only way. Someone gives you one coin, 1K to put in one coin. What would it be? Bitcoin. That's it. It's not rocket science, okay? If you're getting involved with crypto for the first time, you need to put money in or you want to put money in, you just go with Bitcoin. It's really that simple. Lowest risk, very, very high returns, and it's the most decentralized coin we have. I think Link will hit $160 next bull run. I don't know. I don't know where it was before. 160? Probably not. That's a little too much. 70, 100, maybe 170 seems a bit too off. Alrighty. Well, I'll leave you guys to the remaining of Saturday. For Bitcoin, you know what? It's stagnant. We didn't get what we wanted on Friday, but we will get all this that'll be flowing in. So stay strong. In the meantime, meme coins like Shib and Pepe are doing quite well. So congratulations if you're holding on to them. We'll see what next week brings with Shibarium. And SBF is going to jail officially now. So, Tony Smith, how pathetic they feel the need to fight. Why not do something that benefits everyone? Well, they said the money is going to go to charity, so it is benefiting. It's not like they need the money. Again, all the money that's going to the fight will be going to charity, so that's good. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys on Monday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And tomorrow there will be a weekly recap and, of course, a lot of other content on CryptosRus Clips, so make sure you check it out. All right, take care. Bye-bye.